understand. Turn the pages and learn it once again. Kaiten, Kaiten, round and round and round.
Kaiten Sensei, Scene 12.
I think you are all familiar with the word domino. It's a small wooden block with white dots painted on it, and it is used in the game of dominoes. There's also the expression called the domino effect. This happens when one action starts a chain of actions that are unrelated, but all caused by the first action. It happens, for example, when we line up all the domino blocks close to each other and then knock the head block over. This block hits another domino that falls, and then this hits the next one, which also falls. This continues until all the blocks have fallen. It's an interesting thing to watch. I've seen people on TV do some crazy things with different objects that fall like dominoes. The reason why I mention this is because I recently had an incredible domino effect experience at the Yoshimura Fruit and Vegetable Shop. Here are the details. It was a beautiful day. The sun was shining, and I was working at the shop in the morning when I started a domino event. As I told you before, I can be clumsy sometimes. Well, this event started when I knocked all the apples down from one of the stands. One of the passers-by tripped on one of the apples, and her bag went flying into the air. Her bag then hit Mr. Murayama, one of our regular customers, who quickly threw up his hands. Mr. Murayama then yelled, "Whoa!" loudly and fell backwards onto the display stand for oranges. The oranges all fell down one by one. A teenage boy who was riding by on a bicycle hit one of the oranges and then lost control of the bike. He ran into the display stand at the next store. This then hit Mrs. Takahashi, who was standing there with her dog. Mrs. Takahashi started screaming, and her dog ran away barking loudly. She started hitting the boy on the bike with her bag, and I quickly ran over to stop her. And that was the last event in Billy Shaky Pierce's domino play. There was a big mess in front of the two stores, but eventually everything was cleaned up. Luckily, nobody was hurt. And it took us 2 hours to find Mrs. Takahashi's dog. After it was all over, Mrs. Yoshimura came over and told me to take the rest of the day off. I gladly did this as I needed some time to relax. I went home and spent the afternoon watching a documentary on the history of the English language and preparing for my English classes. It was a great day.